November is quickly approaching, turkeys are getting ready to go into the oven, stuffing is about to be prepared, and, well, new Switch games are coming as well. Today we're going to talk about what games are dropping on the Nintendo Switch in the month of November that, well, you might be interested in. So sit back, relax, hit that subscribe and like button, and let's see what's coming to the Nintendo Switch in the month of November 2020. On November 3rd, we have Bakugan Champions of Vestroia. Are we all sleeping on Bakugan? I mean, maybe. Bakugan was, or I guess is, a popular anime series that came out way later than I would have been into this sort of thing, and Bakugan is getting a new game on the Nintendo Switch on November 3rd. Now, this was a game that had some sort of hype being built up as being announced as a new way forward game, and unfortunately, this game being Bakugan, it kind of let some people down. It's basically a Pokemon-style game in which you capture these large creatures called Bakugans, which are like giant robot dinosaur things, and then battle them with other people. Now, from what I've heard about the game from people that are actually playing it, it's really not that bad. It looks pretty good and can be very addicting. Now, that still isn't really enough for me to want to check it out, as I'm not even really into Pokemon-style games anymore. But if you are, you might actually want to have Bakugan Champions of Vestroia on your radar when it comes out on the Nintendo Switch on November 3rd. Also coming out on November 3rd is Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition. Now, it is well known that I'm a man who likes dinosaurs, so when Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition was announced for the Nintendo Switch with a November 3rd release date, I was very excited for this because, well, I mean, dinosaurs kick ass. Now, this game originally released on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. I actually played some of the game on the Xbox One, and I really enjoyed what I played from it. Jurassic World Evolution has you essentially building your own Jurassic Park or world and running it, sort of like a Sim City or a theme park style game. You gotta build attractions, create dinosaurs, make sure they don't escape and kill everyone or each other in the pens. There's actually a lot of stuff to do in this game, and if you're into micromanaging stuff, you'll probably really dig it. The Switch version of the game features the DLC from the original release as well, which includes a cool Jurassic Park template that features voice acting from Ian Malcolm, Dr. Grant, and more, so I'm totally on board with this game. I actually will be reviewing the Switch copy of this game as I got a review code for it, and I might even dress up like John Hammond for it. Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition will be hitting your Nintendo Switch on November 3rd. Want some more management style games? Well, Tropico 6 is coming to the Nintendo Switch on November 6th. If you've ever wanted to be a dictator of your own island or series of islands, which is a new thing added into Tropico 6, this game will let you do just that. Build stuff, try and keep people happy and healthy, or maybe being a terrorizing menace to them all, it's all up to you how to play this game. Now, I've never played a Tropico game before, and since it doesn't have dinosaurs, I'm not sure I'll be super inclined to now. And honestly, we got a sneak peek of this game during the last Nintendo Direct, and it looked a bit choppy. Hopefully they can patch things up for this game for fans of Tropico games as well. It comes out in a few days on November 6th. Pokemon Sword and Shield plus expansion pack will be coming out on November 6th, and yes, this is kind of cheating adding it to the list, but whatever, I felt like people would yell if I didn't at least mention it, so here we are. This is the physical release of these games with the expansion pack that comes out for $90 on November 6th. That of course includes the base game and all the expansion packs as well. Considering this is one of the most popular games on the Switch in terms of sales, I'm sure Pokemon fans are already well aware of this and have all of their expansion packs ready, but if you've been waiting on checking out what's been added or never smacked Pokemon Sword or Shield, this is honestly a good way to do it. I've actually heard that the open areas in the expansions are actually pretty fun and better looking than the base game, which was kind of a point of debate in terms of graphics, plus it's Pokemon. Pokemon and Bakugan in the same month. What a time to be alive, folks. Sakuna of Rice and Ruin is coming out on November 10th on the Nintendo Switch, and I think this is going to be the sleeper hit of the month for the system. It originally showcased in a Nintendo Direct partner presentation, but only in the Japanese one, which is weird because this game looks really good and is coming out stateside. It reminds me a lot of games like Muramasa and other Vanillaware games, in which it's essentially a 2D side-scrolling game with RPG elements added into it. You level up your character, you get new attacks, defeat large bosses, all that sort of jazz. The character models themselves are actually 3D, which gives the game a really unique look considering everything else is in 2D. The action looks fast, frantic, and fluid, the visual style of the game is super clean, and honestly it just looks like a really solid game that unfortunately is probably going to be slept on. Well, wake up, people, because Sakuna of Rice and Ruin drops on the Nintendo Switch on November 10th. Just Dance 2021 is coming on November 12th, and I have a serious question for you guys. Why does the new Just Dance game come out every year? Like, this honestly seems like overkill to me. Just like add in songs via DLC. Literally everything as far as I've read about this game is the same game as last year, just with new songs added in. And do we even really need new songs to dance to? If I go to a club, don't play that new stuff. I don't want to hear it. You play Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It, while I drink Sprite and vodka all night. Honestly, just repeat that song over and over again until I eventually pass out in a chair somewhere. Anyways, if for some reason you need the new Just Dance game, Just Dance 2021 will fill that void in your life on November 12th. Kingdom Hearts, a series that is perfect for the Nintendo Switch, finally comes to the system on November 13th with Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. But of course, it's not a traditional Kingdom Hearts game, instead being a rhythm-based action music game. Of course, if you are a Kingdom Hearts fan, you already have this game pre-ordered, because all of the spin-off games play into a main timeline of the game, which is convoluted as hell already, so you're super excited to get this. For me though, I don't know, something just looks cheap about this game. I don't mind the simplistic button tapping gameplay style, and the game does boast over 140 songs, so I'm going to assume you're going to hear a lot of cool Disney songs and Disney-based songs from movies and things like that, along with some original tunes, but at $60, it just honestly seems a bit overpriced to me. Maybe I'll buy it when it's like 20 bucks out of curiosity, but I know Kingdom Hearts fanboys and fangirls are already crucifying me in the comments, so for you, November 13th is your Christmas. Enjoy it! Now, this game comes out a week earlier on the Xbox One and the PS4, but Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered is coming to the Nintendo Switch on November 13th, and honestly, it looks like a really fun experience. Now, this is a remaster of Hot Pursuit from the Xbox 360 era, and it's a high-octane racing game that has you, of course, trying to win races, outrun the cops, or sometimes even become the cops and take down other racers themselves. The remastered edition features enhanced visuals from the original release. All of the DLC is included that was released for the original game, along with more updates coming to it as well, and it actually features cross-platform online play so you can play with your friends across any system. Although I do feel it is dumb that the game has a 1-week delay for the Switch version, especially considering the game is already completed as it leaked early on the Nintendo Switch eShop for a few minutes and you could actually buy it, I am interested in snagging this game on November 13th, and with the $39.99 price point, it really just makes it all that much sweeter. Sniper Elite 4 hits the Nintendo Switch on November 17th, and while I might not pick it up on day one, I probably eventually will get this game because Sniper Elite games are just pretty fun. Now, this is a World War II based game that takes place in Italy in 1943. I wonder if my grandma makes a cameo in this game. It's a Sniper Elite game, meaning that it's a third-person, mostly stealth-based shooter that can be really fun. The X-ray cam, which is by far the coolest thing in this game, has been improved over previous editions of the game, and the game features HD rumble and offline and online multiplayer as well. It did come out in 2017 for the PS4 and the Xbox One, and I'm sure it's dirt cheap on those systems nowadays, but at least the Switch version of the game is only $39.99 instead of a full $60 like when it released on those other platforms. Sniper Elite 4 hits the Nintendo Switch on November 17th, and who knows, maybe I'll be bored and buy it on day one. And finally, the one game that everyone of course is going to buy is Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which hits the Nintendo Switch on November 20th. I love the original Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U, the 3DS, and the Switch, and this game really just takes things to a whole nother level. Instead of just being a hodgepodge of random Zelda stuff from various games, Age of Calamity is actually canon to the Breath of the Wild storyline, and tells of the events that took place before Breath of the Wild did. The graphics have been changed to sort of match that Breath of the Wild visual style, but the game still retains the large enemies and tons of enemies on screen that you just have to go and mow down. The gameplay has been refined a lot as well to include a bunch of new things and new attacks that you could do, including the ability to now order your teammates to go to a certain place or take out a certain enemy, which I think is going to be very key in strategy because in the original games, they were kind of stupid. The levels themselves feel a lot more open and expansive over the original Hyrule Warriors as well. There's a demo available right now on the Nintendo Switch eShop that lets you play the first chapter of the game, and your save data will carry over, so if you want to get a taste of what's new in Age of Calamity, this is a great way to do it. If not, you don't have to wait too long, as Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is coming out on the Nintendo Switch on November 20th. Alright, so those are the Nintendo Switch games coming out in the month of November of 2020. I honestly feel like it's a pretty good variety of stuff. You got third-party games, you got games from Nintendo themselves, you have games like Bakugan and Pokemon and Just Dance 2021. I feel like everyone wins in the month of November because really there's sort of something for everyone. And of course they'll be announcing eShop games that get a November release as well because, I mean, that's just what they do. So let me know in the comments section down below what games you plan on picking up in the month of November. Is it only going to be Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity for you, or are you interested in checking out some of the other games as well? And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, like I said, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, check out other videos on the channel, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, maybe leave a comment or something down below, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.